Hey, what's up, everybody? Nothing much. Who wants to kick us off? It's been awesome. I think coming out and being able to train in a different way, getting ready for kind of the underwear Olympics here this week has been a lot of fun. And for me, big guys run 40-yard dash is something we do a lot in football. So it's been exciting to train for it and get ready. Same way the skill guys do, I found out, which makes complete and total sense. But it's been a lot of fun to learn all the mechanics that go into running and things I have to use going forward in my game. Yeah, I have a goal in mind, around 5 flat, hopefully. So yeah, fast, really fast. Yeah, I think for me, coming out was something that really weighed on me, and having a great program like Ohio State and the NFL is two decisions. Um, I guess you could have really made a bad decision. I kept telling myself so. Whatever I choose, I knew I was going to be all right, and for me, the NFL just made more sense at the time. Yeah, a lot. I think when you this game's all about competition, and when you play some of the best defensive linemen in the country, and we held our own, and excelled. That definitely factored into my decision. Just to be at my best. I think that's really the only thing that I can measure and chart. And at the end of the day, as long as I perform at my highest level, I know everything else will take care of itself. Yeah. That someone gave me that, but yeah, I like it a lot. So that's exactly what it is. Yeah, my agent Neil Schwartz, he gave me that little saying. So during this training process, just keeping that in mind that it's all about the underwear Olympics. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. So, yeah.
Justin Fields' teammates, C.J. Stroud and Jackson Smith-Njigba, really started to take exception to this narrative that Justin Fields is a running back, playing quarterback. What would you say to the critics that say things like that about Justin?
Yeah, then you haven't watched enough film. I think when you look at Justin Fields, if you give him the weapons that he needs and the things that he needs to succeed, he's one of the most talented football players in the National Football League. So for me, I've only with him for a year there at Ohio State, and some of the things he did day in and day out were next level. I think watching him perform at the level he is now, he's starting to kind of really show the NFL what he's about, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do this next year.
What would it be like for you to go to Chicago and block for him?
Yeah, it would be awesome. I think playing with a little bit I did that first year there. He was a tremendous teammate. I always said he kind of had like the Tom Brady effect a little bit. When he walked into a room, you just kind of knew anything was possible. I think my work ethic. I think my mom and my dad worked extremely hard, and I've witnessed what they had to do day in and day out. The hard labor that they did, and for me, playing football is not hard work. It's just something I love to do, and I feel privileged to be able to do it. No, I've not. Yeah, that wasn't kind of what I had envisioned, but that's how it turned out, and thankful I'm healthy and on to the next level. Yeah, I think me and Paris were kind of joking about the other day when we first got here. Like 3 years ago, this time we were hanging out in the dorm rooms, getting ready for our first spring ball practice, and we had no idea the journey and the road that was ahead for us. And it's exciting that we'll be able to kind of do it together now that we're in Indianapolis. Yeah. Not at all. I think a few teams have asked me that, and I said I think it's actually probably going to be easier. You don't got to worry about snapping a ball or making calls. You kind of just got to put your hand on the ground and go maul somebody. So no, it's not weird at all, and I'm excited to see whatever I get drafted and whatever team wants to do with me. I'll play any position. They want me to play kicker, quarterback. I'm there, so it doesn't really matter what the duty is. I know I'm just going to give them my best.
What was that adjustment like for you, making calls on the line, being vocal so everyone can hear you?
Oh, I loved it. I loved playing center. I still do. For me, that's kind of where I like to thrive is using my football intelligence and being able to kind of run the helm and be able to coordinate everything and pass and run game. I think probably my athleticism and my intelligence, my football IQ are probably my two biggest strengths. Yeah, I think when, like I said before, you look at this game of football, everything's about competition. So when you play against Big Ten defenses and the great players that they have in that league, it's kind of sets you up to succeed in the NFL. Yes. Yeah. No, I've not.
How do NFL teams try to check on your football IQ? What are those conversations like?
Yeah, just have you drawing up defenses, plays, that kind of thing. Kind of just double check and make sure you know your things, and all that's been going really well for me.
What makes you confident that you're going to play
I just think that, like I said before, competition. I think I played against some of the best competition that college football has to offer, and for me, I excelled and played well. So for me, it was made sense for the next step.
in mind, in the NFL, you got to anger against the biggest, best elite athletes, but coming from the Big Ten, who are some of the tougher, stronger defensive linemen you played against?
Yeah, I think, and you look at our schedule this past year, you look at teams like Georgia, you got Jalen Carter's projected top 5. Then you keep going down. Mozzie Smith was a great player. PJ Mustipher from Penn State, another good player. Benton from Wisconsin. All these guys, list keeps going and going. And they're all great players, all going to be projected picks here at this year's draft. So those are some guys that you have to play against to be able to go through the gauntlet of playing in the Big Ten.
Luke, how did you think you played against Georgia, and how did that game factor in at all to your thought process about should I move to the NFL?
Yeah, I thought I played pretty well. Sad that we couldn't pull out the win. That game still sits in my stomach a little funny. Every time I watch the film of it, you still can't believe we lost that game. I played well enough to make me think that I was ready for this next level.
Is it really like when you go up against a guy like Carter, does it make you think, okay, well, if I could handle my own against a guy like that, then maybe I could go to the NFL?
Yeah, that's definitely a thought process that you have.
When you got
Yeah, I think Brian Allen from the Rams is someone that I really watch. I think me and him have very similar body types, and he plays in kind of an offense that I would really excel at the wide zone and being able to. I mean, me and him I think are the same size, almost to exact numbers. So for me, modeling my game after him is somebody that I watch a lot of film of. Do every year I try to do as much study of him as I can, and try to take some things he does in his game and incorporate it into mine.
a couple years ago, Myers said that you were going to be the next. You have a thought on who his next would be, and what do you think?
Yeah, I think you have a bunch of guys that are going to be in there competing for the job. I know they brought in a transfer in there to compete, and I think some of the young guys too. Carson Hinsman is a young guy that could step up and take over. Jacob James too, who's been behind me. I think he's a guy that once he's healthy, he's going to be the man for the job. So I'm really excited to see what they're able to do this spring. I'm kind of excited to go back to Columbus and see all the guys again, see how everyone's doing after the winter. I think he's shown that what he's able to do the past few years. I think I've seen it firsthand, practicing with him every day, and he has the most experience in this game. Really, everything's about experience and reps. So for him, he has both of those in his belt. So as long as he can translate it onto the field, and when he gets healthy, he'll be great.
The wrestling injury in high school, was that the shoulder, the labrum?
Yes, that was. Yeah.
Were you a pretty good wrestler? And
Yeah.
did wrestling help you?
Yeah, definitely. I was a pretty good wrestler. I was a freshman All-American my freshman year in high school. I was only 205 back then. Yeah, I think when you play offensive line, wrestling kind of go hand in hand. It's like almost like cross training and hand fighting, leverage, inside control, learning all those things at a young age. Wrestling has easily correlated to playing center and offensive line at the highest level.
How did the Ohio State coaches react?
They were happy for me. They're happy I was comfortable in my decision, and they wish me the best of luck. No, I've not. No.
You probably know CJ's game as well as anybody. What do you think he might be like as an NFL?
I'm so excited for him. The way he plays football and approaches the game of football is next level. He's been an NFL player the last 2 years of college, and for me, I'm excited to see what he's able to do. And I think he's the best quarterback in this draft, hands down, bar none. And for me, hopefully, maybe I get an opportunity to maybe play with him at the next level, see what happens, because I love playing for him. He was a great leader of men and an exceptional football player.
How did the two of you work together? What did you bring
I think there was just a level of security and calmness when we were both on the field together. At least that's how I always felt. And as long as I knew he was back there, that he was going to take care of us and make sure that we were put in a good position, and that we were going to put him in the best position to succeed. Yeah, that's something that actually still to this day stings a little bit. I mean, when you go 0 for 2 in the game against Team Up North, it still haunts you, and that's something that I wish definitely cost us some postseason accolades and things that we wanted to accomplish, especially in my career. So it was 2 tough losses. Yeah, definitely. I think anytime you have the talent that Ohio State has, any year could be our year, and I'm excited to see what they're able to do this next season.
When you went up and did the stand-up comedy, at one time, an open mic night?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, actually, I did it twice, and it was just it was a small little comedy club in Suffern, New York, and it was probably there's more people standing here than there was in that little comedy club, and yeah, it was pretty much open mic, and it was a lot of fun.
Was that in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school. I got my labrum done, and I had a few months doing nothing, so I picked up a hobby to keep myself busy, and stand-up comedy was that.
5 minutes?
Yeah, I was. It was right here. Probably do about a solid 5 minutes for you guys, but yeah.
Can you give us 30 seconds?
No, not right now.
What's your favorite comedian?
I think Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. Those are 2 guys that I think are really funny, and I've seen Kevin Hart live one time, and his performance was awesome.
Buffalo, have you met with Buffalo?
Yes, informally.
Have any of the NFL teams asked you about that?
No, not yet. No, it hasn't come. I don't think they care more about me playing center than my comedy skills. Yes. Went great.
Where did Justin Fry help you get?
Coach Fry was instrumental. I think him coming in was one of the biggest things in my career. And for me, that's a relationship and a person beyond football that I'm going to have in my life. On the football side, I mean, some of the things that he was able to bring to Ohio State, you ask me, DeJuan Paris, anybody that played for him this past season has been it. I mean, I can't express it more than enough that he was one of the key factors why I'm staying on this podium today.
What were those specific things he taught you that got you ready?
I don't know if I want to give away any of his techniques or teaching points, but a lot of things. I mean, we can go up and down the list 2 times over, and everything I incorporate into my game is from him.
Who's the next year, DeJuan and Paris? I give you a scouting report now. How you think they'll do?
I think they're going to be probably 2 first-round picks now, and DeJuan, obviously one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see on a football field, and with his athleticism, he's a big dancing bear out there. And once you get those paws on you, it's over. And Paris is an elite athlete. I think for his size, how the way he's able to move, like sometimes in season you'd be watching film and it's like, oh, he's legs on the ground, he's bent over backwards and is able to recover and finish a block, and it's like that's just not normal. So for him, they're both elite athletes for their size, and they're going to do great in the NFL. I'm really excited. No, I have no expectation. For me, all I'm looking for is an opportunity to be able to show a team what I'm able to do.
What's your favorite story related to DeJuan's size? I mean, you're all big guys.
Yeah, I think it's always funny when we get on a plane or a bus and just how little he makes everything look. Like he sits in the chair and we have the nice seats as a lineman in first class, and even he makes the first class seats look like a regular economy seat. It looks like miniature compared to him. But yeah, no, there's so many. When he holds a water bottle, it looks like one of the junior water bottles. So it's pretty hysterical. So it was in Suffern. I forgot the exact name of the comedy club. It's been a while. And my comedy skits were funny. I think that's the best way to describe them. I tried my best. I wasn't the greatest of all time, to say the least, but I really enjoyed it. It was something that's just a hobby I picked up, and maybe later in life I'll get back to it. Say that again. I think I was probably more nervous actually for that than playing football. It's football I know what I was able to do and what I'm capable of, and with that was something new and that I've never done before. So the nerves were actually more than playing football, believe it or not.
And when was that?
That would have been 2019. Yeah. Yeah, Thayer. Thayer was like a big brother to me. He was like kind of our leader my first 2 years at Ohio State, and he was one of, like, I have to say, one of the best leaders I've actually ever played with. And for me, Thayer led by example. One of the biggest things I've took from him. He wouldn't tell you to do something that he wouldn't do, and for me, that was something that I really enjoyed.
Thanks, Luke. Good.
Great,
Yeah,
thank you.
happy to sign in.
Awesome, thank you guys.